Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you find this. My name is Allie Berry, and happy birthday if this happens to be your birthday today. Yeah, the 13th, Saturday. All right, we're going to be reading from The Secret Languages of Birthdays, your complete personology guide for each day of the year by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. All right, so let's dig into it. So, month January, day 13. Your sign is 22 to 24 degrees Capricorn. The period is Capricorn 3. You're a cardinal sign and an earth sign. And this is speaking about your sun sign. Hey, Saturnian, welcome in. Good to see you, man. So, January 13 is called the Day of Upward Mobility. So let's read about it. Saturnian, is the sound loud enough? I turned it up a little bit. My live yesterday, it seemed like very quiet. Just curious if you think it's loud enough. All right, so I'm gonna get into it. Those born on January 13 are very much concerned with enhancing their security through improved status. Of course, some January 13 people are born into wealth, but most struggle upwards their whole life to achieve a position of preeminence, power, security, and authority. Having bettered their lot, rarely, if ever, will they allow themselves to slip back into a lower social category. Indeed, those January 13 people who have risen from poverty often display a repulsion for their humble beginnings. Thus, they generally feel most comfortable identifying with the middle and upper financial classes. Being well off, very well off, comfortable, or simply secure are the only possibilities as far as these determined individuals are concerned. Yes, okay, thank you. Prilly, Happy New Year, man. Long time no see. Welcome in. Good to see you. The theme of upward mobility may be a kind of philosophical outlook for this day. January 13 people are devoted to human self-improvement in a larger, more profound sense, and seek to educate, enlighten, and intellectually broaden their family and friends, as well as themselves. Having an often remarkable memory aids greatly in such endeavors, as does a buoyant sense of optimism. January 13 people can carry a great deal of insecurity with them, as they constantly seek to better themselves. They may not be comfortable where they are at any given time. They may insist on their correctness in all things to assure themselves. Those born on this day can thus have great difficulty admitting to any weakness or failure in their makeup. It is not so much that they consider themselves perfect, but that admitting poor judgment, errors, or lack of knowledge could begin them on a downward spiral, which they will not allow. Proud above all else, January 13 people hate putting themselves in an inferior position relative to anyone they know. This may amount to a mania at times. For all of the above reasons, January 13 people run the risk of being unrealistic as regards their true abilities and successes. Not overly concerned with the opinions of others, they may increasingly rely on their own judgment to the exclusion of outside input. Naturally, this attitude isolates them and ultimately wins them few friends. On the other hand, when January 13 people gladly let others in to share their world, they can be the life of the party, so to speak, as their unflagging optimism carries others along. Though highly opinionated and sometimes stubborn, those born on this day are never boring. January 13 people should strive to keep their kindness and generosity alive, particularly since their ability to both give and take freely is an important indicator of their mental well-being, in later life particularly. Non-conditional giving, as well as being able to accept gifts from others without feeling threatened, are important goals for them to strive for. Above all, those born on January 13 must never forget their roots and deeply human origins. Wow, that was beautiful. All right, so let's get into the numbers and planets. Oops, let's see here. Hmm. Hey, Hub, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 13th of the month are ruled by the number 4 because 1 plus 3, which is 13, equals 4. That's how numerology works, isn't that like, anyways, it's pretty fascinating. So you're ruled by the number 4 and by the planet Uranus, which is both erratic and explosive. For January 13 people, the combined influence of Uranus and Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, can indicate secretiveness, guardedness, and perhaps a violent temper. The number 4 typically represents rebellion, idiosyncratic beliefs, and a desire to change the rules. Wow. That's interesting. There's more, but I hadn't related those things to 4. The number 4 typically represents rebellion, idiosyncratic beliefs, and a desire to change the rules. There's just like my chart, my life. I'm just like there's 4s everywhere. I was born on the 4th month of the year on the 22nd, which does equal 4. Anyhow, 4s, because 4 is a building number. Wow. Okay, so I'm really thankful. Look at, we're learning things. And I mean, that's stuff though, right? Whoa. Okay. I mean, kind of hits a chord. All right. However, January 13 people may become overly authoritarian in laying down their own rules once they themselves occupy a position of power. Although the number 13 is considered unlucky by many people, it is rather a powerful number which does carry the responsibility of using its power wisely or inviting self-destruction. Wow, that is interesting. Awesome. Man, I love hat season. Oh my gosh, too, because yeah, um it's just so nice to cover my hair. And it keeps me warm. I mean, I like having my hair out too, but just like right. It was perfect for this moment. Tarot. The most the most misunderstood card in the tarot is the 13th card of the major arcana, Death, which very rarely is to be taken literally, but generally signifies a letting go of the past in order to grow beyond limitations. Meta, meta, metamorphically. Metamorphically. Both this card and the number 4 suggest that January 13 people must guard against discouragement, disillusion, pessimism, and melancholy. Health. Those born on January 13 may become overly concerned with their health in later years. They may take a too active interest in whatever is wrong with them and come to idolize their attending physicians, or at the very least, expect too much from them. Typically, those born on this day can suffer problems with their joints with advancing age. Vigorous physical exercise is recommended for keeping them limber, but they should not go overboard and cause damage to themselves. As far as diet is concerned, the healthiest thing for January 13 people is to eat small portions of food several times a day. By incorporating more fresh vegetables and other perishables in their diet, they can greatly aid in their vitality and longevity. Your advice: absolute security is an illusion. Seek to continue growing and learning. Continue taking chances and don't get locked in. Beware of suspicious tendencies. Money isn't everything. Dang, I like it. So, meditation for the day. To the crazy person, the normal one is insane. That might be my favorite one yet. To the crazy person, the normal one is insane. I love that. So, if you were born on this day, Your strengths could be that you are goal-oriented, proud, and autonomous. Your weaknesses could be that you are driven, fearful, or isolated. And now we will go to those born on this day. Horatio Alger, writer of boys' books, success stories, and rags to riches. George Gurdjieff, possibly, Central Asian philosopher, writing tales of Beelzebub and meetings with remarkable men. Sophie Tucker, a singer, entertainer, and stage star for 60 years, of Last of the Red Hot Mamas. Her autobiography is Some of These Days. John J. Pershing, a blackjack U.S. World War I military commander, Army Chief of Staff. Anna May Wong, first Chinese-American film actress, appeared in Silence and Talkies, a stage performer. Tom Gola, a basketball forward, guard, and four-time All-American, four-time NBA All-Star. Lev Kuleshov, a Soviet film theorist, a director of The Extraordinary Adventures of Mr. West in the Land of the Bolsheviks. In the Land of the Bolsheviks. Edmund White, a gay writer of A Boy's Own Story. A. B. Guthrie, a Western novelist of The Big Sky. Robert Stack, a film and TV actor, played original Elliot Ness of The Untouchables. Gwen Verdon, a Broadway musical singer, dancer, and film actress. Joe Pass, a jazz guitarist. Kevin Mitchell, San Francisco Giants baseball outfielder. NL RBI HR leader. It doesn't say that. Ralph Edwards, a TV host. Michael Bond, a children's writer of Paddington Bear creator. W.H. Chaney, an astrologer. Minnie Theobald, a mystic. Richard Addinsell, a composer. Sir John Ritchie Finlay, a British publisher, and Olin C. Wilson, an astronomer. Wow, I did not know most of them, but I knew a few. All right, excellent. So we've got through all of that awesome information. So now we are going to go into the daily oracle card pull. So welcome. And I felt drawn to the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild today. Oh, you know what else I wanted to read to you? After I got off work today, I started just like getting into some cleaning, and it just felt good. I was like listening to stories on YouTube, and I pulled back out all of my stones. Like I dusted this whole thing. I still have to wash this glass. I left a streak on it. But so I got all this stuff all right where I wanted it to be again, and it feels really good. But while I was in there, I found this thing that I had gotten. I forgot that I had it. And they're just a bunch of cards, and some of them you can color in. And this one message, it's just so good. You have a purpose for being on this earth that is far more important than anything you have ever dared to imagine. Boom. Yeah. I love it. So yeah, it's a goodie. Hey, Mystics, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Happy New Year to you. It's good to see you. All right, so let's have a little prayer, and we'll get an oracle card for the energy of the day. Whether or not it's your birthday, and whether or not you find this on the 13th, if it resonates with you, if you find something that could help you on your day, please take it with you and mull over it, or, right. So we're always aiming for our best and highest good. right, Barbara, nice, good. Let's find a card. What is the card of the day? We'll read into the symbolism of this. One card. January 15th. Feels good. One card. Oh, I'm taking it, man. I can't take all of these. It was a bunch of them. I'm taking that top one. Wow. This is a lot of healing energy. A lot of healing energy. Divine feminine energy. Wisdom energy. Man, your heart is the sun. Oh, 15 for 6. Yeah, that heart energy. That is that heart space. So let's look at this beautiful card. Divine Mother manifests. Oh my goodness. So yeah, she is glowing from within and fertile, fertile, maybe even, very possibly in a physical way for you, but most certainly in a creative way. That there is new creative ideas that are growing from your heart. Oh my gosh, and they're being informed by your wisdom and the wisdom that runs through you from your oversoul, from your guides, from God, from Goddess. Let's look at this up close. Man, the Rumi Oracle. So also so many swirling patterns in here. Is that the Triskelion? Is it the 3 swirling patterns? Triskelion. I'm seeing that in here, even though I can't remember how to say what it's called. Patterns of life, like ancient patterns of life. Yeah, like we find these symbols that were like carved in rocks before, as far as our awareness is concerned, before we even started really recording history, right? Or at least recording it in a way that we can understand right now. Man, I don't believe anything ever is lost, in fact, though, and that time is concurrent. So yeah, it's always going to come to us in the perfect timing when we need it, especially when we come from this heart space and this, not only is it just like beautiful greens and yellows, surrounding with these purples of wisdoms and the blues of communication, there's also a bunch of flowers that are growing in through all of this, starting very young and small and green and fresh and growing and blooming. And this is a feeling that if you can, we all have masculine and feminine energies, and sometimes through that creative force and energy and that divine feminine energy, if we call on it, it can manifest in great ways, and it'll be a back and forth, a giving and a receiving. I said something yesterday, and I it's sort of like, I don't mean what you can bring us. I mean what you can bring the world, whatever that is for you. It's not for us. I mean, like, it will add, and it is like, we as a collective, absolutely, like, we all add, and it, in a sense it is for us, but it's more about, authentically living who you are, so that you are bringing into the world the thing that will bring you the most joy, you the most contentment, you the most wisdom, and along with that, the people around you. Everything in its own perfect timing and its own different ways for each of us, right? So I will read what the Rumi Oracle has to say about this. And just a heads up, Rumi is, it's a longer read. So let's find it in here. I'm going to get a different message card after this too. But man, such beauty. Yeah, let's see what Rumi has to say. 15. Oh, there we go. Divine Mother manifests. Oh my gosh, what a bright future. Okay. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. We share her, this divine mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon the earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honor and live our lives with its mysteries, with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you have been working toward, growing into, loving, and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time. It is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready, and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware, and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realize what is coming to life for you in this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honor, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be, whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be accorded to your opinion or the opinions of others, as it is the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creation, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestations of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. and you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then, allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Your sacred honoring ritual. Place your left hand with palm facing upward in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Okay. All right. Say aloud. Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender to the workings of love. Just intend to surrender, and it shall be. Then arise and place your left hand out again with the palm facing up and arm extended slightly as if to receive, and say aloud, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now, manifesting into form, as a heartfelt wish, delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. Wow. Desert Rose and Prelly and Paul, oh my gosh, welcome. Wasn't that powerful? Wow, Rumi. From our hearts, man. Man, I feel so thankful about that. That was so beautiful. Hey, thanks for sharing that with me, you guys. That's so awesome. My gosh. I feel lightheaded in a wonderful way. I want to pull just one quick message from over here. The universe has got your back. Stay. Okay. Yeah, one last capping message for the day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that card. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, one last message. One last capping energy. Oh man, Divine Mother. Okay, it's the one down here. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. I don't really need to say anything else, do I? In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Oh! Oh my gosh. I love you guys. I love you so much. I thank you for spending this time with me and sharing these moments together. It's pretty awesome. Thank you so much to my family and to my friends and to StreamYard and to YouTube. And above all, thank you so much, Spirit, to God, to Goddess, to Vishnu. And I will see you guys tomorrow, which is called the 14th. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! I will see you then.